everybody. Welcome to Questions and Answers by Luenell. This is related to my YouTube show, Hey Luenell, which goes live every Wednesday right here on YouTube. Wanted to fill your weekend with a little spice in between doing the show every Wednesday, so I asked people to send me questions they would like me to answer, and so here we go. I don't have a P.O. box. I actually have an office, but as far as people sending me stuff, I don't want to accept a whole bunch of stuff right now because first of all, I don't have no room to put nothing else, and second of all, sometimes people will send me stuff with an ulterior motive, which is to get promotion for free. So while I don't mind promoting something I really, really love, I don't want to be pressured into doing that. People be like,
well, I sent you that shea butter. You didn't even say nothing about it.
Well, I thought it was a gift, but no, you wanted something else. So right now, I don't want nobody to send me nothing. I'm good. Thank you. Great question. You can buy Hey Luenell merchandise from my website, HeyLuenell.com. HeyLuenell.com. And we ship it right to your house. I will absolutely do my best to continue doing this show when the quarantine is over. That's why I picked Wednesdays, because if I travel, I usually come home on Monday. I have to rest and repack on Tuesday. I can do the show on Wednesdays and fly out on Thursdays. If that's what is, if that's how we're gonna do, I don't know how it's gonna be. But yeah, I will continue to do the show, best to my ability. Thank you for asking. My jewelry I get from my girlfriend, Kim Jackson, who has a Instagram, Unique Urban Rocks on Instagram. Unique Urban Rocks. She deals with nothing but gems and stones, rocks. That's why it's also heavy. These are nothing plastic, nothing glass. These are all precious gems and precious stones from mountainsides all over the place. So hit her up at Unique Urban Rocks and tell her that Luenell sent you. At this particular time, I exclusively wear MAC products. I'm always glad to get information on non-allergenic, not hyperallergenic, non-allergenic makeups, non-animal tested makeups. I can't wear any reds on my eyelids or pinks because I'm allergic to certain colors and stuff. I'm a delicate flower, but at this particular time, I wear MAC. I would love to have my own makeup, jewelry, and or clothing line. That takes an investor, that takes a lot of money. You have to have prototypes, you have to have patterns. You know, it's not, you don't just snap your fingers and get that. So, you know, you have to work at things out in the lab as far as makeup goes, but I would love to maybe start off with clothes, because I think I know how to design good clothes for full-figured women or women with bellies or asses or any of that type of stuff. So, you know, if there comes a time where I was able to get some of that, you know, big money and get investors to go in with me to help produce, mass-produce product, get a little factory, then sure, I would love to do that. Until then, nope. I'm not sure what that ASMR is. I think that's when you do things like... Is that what that is? I will never do a cooking segment because I don't want to hear nobody's shit. I cook the way I cook. The same way I won't do a makeup tutorial because I don't put it on correctly the way the professionals do. I never get my eyebrows always right. That's why you need professionals. I posted some pork chops on my Instagram the other day and still had to hear shit about the pork chops. Don't eat that swine. Well, I can see what you're saying if I was to make a practice of that, but I probably hadn't made pork chops in 3 years, and I don't give a shit what crawls out of a pig. I'm not giving up my bacon. So, you know, you might catch me on Instagram Live sometime cooking up something, but it takes a lot of work too, and I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. So sorry, I won't be doing a cooking show, you know, unless I'll do anything if the price is right. Oh, I would love to come to London one day. The weather doesn't excite me, gotta tell you, but my sister went, and of course went by Buckingham Palace and all that good stuff. I wish I could have gone during the Borat frenzy, but unfortunately for me, I was under a 6-month gag order and could not tell anyone that I was not a whore and that I was really an actress. So when that ship sailed and, you know, the fever pitch about the movie died down, it wasn't as urgent to come. But I would love to come to London. Thanks for the invite. You gonna let me stay with you? The most fun I've had filming a movie has got to be Coming to America, The Quest. That will be out in December if all goes right. And I've done some fun movies. That movie that I posted on my Instagram about with Adam Sandler, That's My Boy, was a hilarious experience. Doing American Hustle with Cat Williams and Melanie Camacho and Red Grant was a wonderful experience. Dolomite was a great experience. Working with Eddie and making a movie called Never Die Alone with DMX was a great experience. But by far, the movie that I'm most excited about after Dolomite, because it's, you know, it's all about Eddie, is Coming to America. And I hope that comes out when it's scheduled to in December. I think it's very helpful to keep your relationship private. I've been married 20 years in August of this year, and I've never posted my husband on social media. People didn't even know I had a husband. And we were separated for a while, so there have been some thoughts in and out. But I never post my husband, only his hand or his arm or his leg. And because he's not about this life. He doesn't want to be bothered. I don't need nobody trying to run no check on him or saying anything like that. And he's not a attention whore who tries to, every now and then he'll come in and grab on me or something. You can see him from the background. But he's not about that life, and he doesn't want to be bothered. He doesn't have a Facebook, an Instagram, a Twitter, a twat. Well, he's got a twat. But he don't have none of that other shit. And I find it to be very, very helpful. Well, there's no such thing as just an on-air personality. If you're an on-air personality, you should be very grateful because you're on the air. I don't like to give advice because what I think may work, may not work for you. Everybody's journey is different. I would say slow down. Don't try to get everything today, and try to make yourself somebody that people want to be around. And you will get a lot of work that way because you're friendly. Nobody wants to work with a dick. I've turned down a lot of scripts, but I can't say I've turned down anything that turned out to be great. You know, I haven't turned down anything that I regret turning down. No, I haven't turned down anything that I regret. Everything I turned down, it needed to be turned down. I think my greatest accomplishment has been lasting so long. being in the game for 30 years, being a female stand-up, suffering the separation from my kid, and having my marriage go to shit for a little while, and then getting it back, and just staying relevant all these years. Everybody that started out with me is not still popular. You guys are making me popular here on YouTube, thousands and thousands of subscribers already. So that, I think, one of my greatest accomplishments is still being relevant these many years later.
Legendary.
Yeah, legendary. I feel that there's enough men out here, maybe not where you're at, but I know there's plenty of men down south, good men, to where you can get your own man. And is that the type of man that you want? A man that will mess around with you even though he's got a wife or a girlfriend? Because trust and believe, and I know this sounds cliche, and you may not want to hear it, but a man who cheats on a woman with you will cheat on you with another bitch. And so on, and so on, and so on. So, I would just not, that would be a good indication for me to not mess with you. If I find out that you got a girlfriend or a wife and you want to holler at me, that makes that guy a pig. So. On every show so far, I've shown a edible of the week. The edible that I love the most, though, is the ones I showed on the first episode, the coffee beans, the chocolate-covered coffee beans. TAMRA cannabis-infused coffee beans. The coffee bean that's more than what it looks like. I like those because I don't want any weed or any edible to just make me be like, I need something that maybe I can giggle off of and that would keep me awake. And I like those coffee beans. I usually slam a couple in my mouth before I do my stand-up show for energy and excitement. So for me, Luenell, coffee beans are my favorite. Well, that's it for right now for the Q&A by Luenell. Just a little something we thought we'd throw together to answer some of your questions and give you a little bit of me in between the weekly show. I want to thank you guys for your questions. I want to thank all the Super Chat people. Hey, Super Chat. And I want to thank all the people who wrote me on my Instagram DMs or on my YouTube and asked the questions. We'll try to do this again. I want to thank you subscribers for liking and sharing my information. Please continue to do that. Like, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and you'll know when we are posted, stuff like that. And hopefully I'll see you next Wednesday. Okay? Peace.